Welcome, everybody, to Real Fun Times with the Doctor. That's me.
And Snowy, that's me.
And thank you so much for joining us today for what I'm sure is going to be the worst movie ever made ever.
Yeah. I can't.
There's no need to hide anything here as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely not.
We got a real heap of ye old trash with this one.
I mean, we were 5 minutes in and I was like, could we turn this off? Is this going to be the movie that we turn things off? Like,
all my power. All of it.
Yeah.
But we digress. I actually have a couple of fun facts for you, Snowy.
I would love to hear them.
Would you?
I would.
I would love to share.
Please, Doctor.
Okay, so I actually didn't know all these fun facts that I found about cats.
Okay.
I'll only give you a couple, but there's a lot of fun facts about cats.
Oh.
First of all,
Get it.
a house cat is genetically, do you want to guess what percentage tiger?
7%.
Oh, Snowy. I didn't know either. 95.6% tiger.
Fuck off. No, it's not.
These two little
My
fuckers?
two little, I believe it with Marlo. But
That's why when you die, they're gonna eat your face.
I can't.
That's a lot of tiger.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of tiger.
Yeah.
I should have dug deeper, like when did they become not tigers and more like little kitties?
When did we domesticate them?
I put a note out for my landlord who's decided to stop by for some sort of, they need to look at something in the apartments, but they wouldn't tell us a concrete time like they usually do. They'll usually say Monday
Between
to
here and
Tuesday
here,
at these
right.
units. And so they were like, just put your animals in crates. And I was like, there's no fucking way I can, for an undetermined amount of time. First, we don't have a crate.
Right. Yeah.
Step one.
Yeah.
So I just put a note on the door that says, hello, please open the door slowly so I don't escape and break my mother's heart. Thank you, Fred the cat.
That's delightful. I think that's great.
I'm going to leave it up all year round. Okay, so our next cat fun fact. This is neat. Each cat's nose is unique, much like human fingerprints.
Oh, that's fun.
Isn't that fun?
That's adorable.
I want to boop one.
I can't wait to boop my boys later.
We're gonna
They're
boop them. Ooh, a double boop. Okay. Meowing is a behavior cats developed to communicate with us,
I did know that.
humans.
I did know that.
And they can have up to 100 different vocalizations. A lot. Fred can easily do 99.
No problem.
Or a day. And the last fun one. There are about 88 million pet cats in the United States, which makes them the most popular pet in the country. They out-petted dogs.
That's interesting.
Shocking.
Yeah.
But it's
They're
not
so much easier than a lot of
uncommon
dogs.
to have like a dog and then 2 cats.
like,
You know what I mean?
like me. Like
Very much like you.
Very much like Snowy.
Exactly like that.
Yeah.
You are on the top 88 million percent.
Right.
I don't know math. Oh, man. So those are the fun facts I had for you.
Well, thank you. I thoroughly enjoyed those.
I love cats.
I do too. They're easy. They're fun. They're aloof. They make you work for their attention.
Yeah, you got to earn it.
Yeah. Which I appreciate.
Yes.
Because I feel
I
like
work hard for the money.
if I were an animal, I'd probably be a cat.
Yeah, I think so too.
You think that about me? You think you'd also be a cat?
I also feel like I would be a cat.
Like, bitch, yeah, you would.
Settle down.
What's been going on?
Well, let's see.
Your sister's in town.
That's right. Visiting from Dubai. In fact, she'll be in town this weekend.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So hopefully we'll be able to see you.
I really hope so. That would be wonderful.
But yeah, super stoked. She's here for a whole 2 months, but I feel like it's gonna fly by.
It will. It will.
In fact, I'm already getting really stoked about Halloween because of your excitement. It's got my excitement.
That
starting to
delights me
peak.
to a level I cannot even describe. That makes me so happy.
We briefly started talking about the movies we might throw into the
Spooktastic
The
Halloween
witch
Adventure.
hat.
Yeah, the witch hat, yes. Oh my God, I forgot that's what we did.
That's right.
yeah, I'm super amped for Halloween. I can't wait.
What
I've
do
got
you have got going on?
like in general for
Yeah, how's life?
things are good. Like work's good, social life's dope as always. Like I too have got a visitor coming not this weekend but next.
Yeah, you got
So
some friends coming by.
yeah, so excited about that. But yeah, so should we get into this fiasco of a film?
I think we need to. In fact, I don't know, good people, if this will be extremely short or extremely long. I don't have any expectations for what's about to happen.
You were really concerned after we watched it, did the live watch. You were like, "What are we going to talk about?" And I was like, "Well, we're just going to shit on it for an hour, but we're going to have a good
We
time."
can do that.
Yeah, yeah, that I have no problem with.
No problemo. But yeah, what did you dig up with this guy?
Well, Cats, 2019, PG,
PG.
PG,
Huh.
directed by Tom Hooper, also written by him, Lee Hall, and of course Andrew Lloyd Webber. Did you know that Cats was based on the T.S. Eliot writing Old Possum's book of practical cats?
But let me start by saying no, I did not,
Yeah.
and follow up by saying, what is that?
So it's something that he had written, and then Andrew Lloyd Webber got hold of it and was like, "I like that. We're gonna go there."
All right.
So yeah, IMDb gives Cats 2.7 out of 10 stars.
Too high.
Uh, wait for it. Metacritic 32% Metascore
No fucking way, Metacritic.
and 5.3 user rating.
I'm super
How-
pissed at the critic now.
Yeah.
They're borderline fucking Amazon priming it.
right? They're 4.5s. Rotten Tomatoes 19% on the tomato meter. 53% audience score.
50.
I don't know, it was a bunch of-
of the people.
It was like Tay Tay fans who were like, "Our girl was in it and she does no wrong," and so that's what happened. I think.
Is that Taylor Swift?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was trying to think, Carry the One. Who's Tay Tay?
Yeah. You know, I'm not a
Is
fan.
that McCavity?
McCavity. I gotta stop.
Jellicle.
I've been talking. My inner monologue has been a British accent all day, just so you know.
I've been saying Jellicle all day. I can't stop. I have a sickness.
I've just been singing back and forth McCavity and Magical Mr. Mistopheles. That's been all day, jazz hands and all.
Ugh.
So, because those are the only songs I really recall, except for memory. But
Jellicle.
all right, so this movie starred Francesca Hayward. She was our Victoria, the white cat.
White cat.
Mhm.
That's what I knew. I did not know a lot of these names
Well,
for these fucking
It's like
cats.
Rum Tum
That one seemed
Tubby
cool.
Tubs and-
Rum Tum Tumblers.
and Tuggers.
I like a tumbler.
Hey. This is her first full-length feature film.
No.
I'll kill you. She was the principal ballerina at the Royal Ballet, which is pretty impressive.
That is fucking awesome.
And she has been Clara in The Nutcracker. She has been Aurora in Sleeping Beauty, as well as the title in Giselle. So, I mean, the little girl's got talent. Like, I mean, she's a lovely young woman. Like, I was looking at her pictures, and I was like, "Oh, you are pretty," because I feel like
I didn't even look. I didn't even think to. You hated White Cat.
I hated White Cat.
Every time.
And then she'd point her toes, and I was like, "You get her."
Her sweet little face came on screen.
I would
Noah
just
was
get-
like, "Fuck that cat."
Yeah,
Fuck that white cat right in the jellicle.
You know, first of all, it's like Cats has always been done, and I'm a fan of the actual musical.
I'd never seen it. I didn't know what to expect at all.
In this, I mean, they definitely changed some things up. Andrew Lloyd Webber
I
wrote
hope
a
to
new.
sweet
He added a
Jesus
song.
They changed a
for
lot
this.
because
Well, it's like they.
the Cats play or musical is like renowned.
It's like,
it
yeah.
won shitloads of stuff. It's like the
It's
longest,
like the most
running next to
popular
Lion
musical
King.
in the world. Like it's crazy. But in Cats, they actually it's like they break the fourth wall and they're kind of talking to the audience. So,
Oh, I
so
like that.
so when they're saying like
Mhm.
I'm
Purr.
I'm Tummy
Rum
Tum
Tum
Tugger or
Tumblers.
whatever, like they're saying that to the audience, like, hey, this is who I am, this is my thing. And it's different than them just being like Jellicle McCavity and we're twins that steal
I
and
could
whatever.
describe this movie by simply saying cats go on to this wherever this shitty ass back screen is and just sing to us about their names.
And like
for 2 hours, that's what happens.
It's
Certainly anything could be better than that in the world.
so there was a ton of people in this movie. I'm only going to go over like 4
The
or 5.
talent. I mean,
Yeah,
that's one of the things that
so disappointing because you had. I mean,
what Sir Ian
we'll get to that. We'll get to him.
had to do.
We just gotta. All right, first we're gonna start off with Idris Elba, who played McCavity. So Idris Elba got his really big break on The Wire, which is my favorite show of all time.
Never seen it.
Playing
Hear
Stringer
really good
Bell.
stuff about
Oh
it.
my god, I love The Wire so
It's
much.
on the list.
28 weeks later, American Gangster.
28 weeks later.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, love that series.
Same, so good. Rock and Rolla, The Office.
Yes,
That
yes.
stint.
Mhm.
Zootopia, Star Trek Beyond, Suicide Squad most recently, Mandela, Long Walk to Freedom, Thor, who's in, like the second one,
Absolutely.
Ragnarok, he was in the Avengers, and spoiler alert, he died in the
Yeah.
End Game.
I want to say
Endgame, yeah.
Endgame.
I love Idris Elba. That man, for me, can
Very
do
dashing.
next to no wrong.
Great fucking actor. He's had some shit roles though, wasn't he? In that fucking Stephen King Night Tower or Dark Tower.
He was in Dark
That
Tower,
is
yeah.
really popular with fans, that series, but
Yeah.
then they fucked that movie
They
with
did not.
McConaughey. all
All right. We had Dame Judi Dench.
We did. I called her Mufasa.
She was playing Old Deuteronomy. Now, what's interesting is that's the first time that this role has been played by a woman. It's always been played by a man.
Oh, I like that.
And actually, Sir Ian McKellen was up for the role, and they decided, nope, we want Judi Dench to play it. And she's a very interesting.
I'm going to say one of the highlights.
And it still wasn't even that high.
It's a highlight.
Yeah,
it's really pushing.
The room was still
it.
pretty dark. Like it's still. She got her start in 1959.
Yikes!
On some show, and Hilda something. I can't read my handwriting right now. I'm sorry.
Great. No, this is good. We want this.
She did some
Not
Shakespeare.
Out.
Good. She did Midsummer Night's Dream, which I've said before, it's my favorite Shakespeare. Now this is the second time that she has played a role that was meant for a man, or originally given to a man, because in all the James Bond, which
amazing.
Oh my God, she's the
One
best.
of the best.
And my dad, I can't remember what the quote is. There's some quote that my dad always loves to say that Daniel Craig said about her, about like something about her just being like super sexy and super like, and it was just very kind and very like, it was a very fun quote. My dad's always like, Daniel Craig says, I'm like, no, Henry, you told me 17 times. But she's been Shakespeare in Love, Chocolat, The Chronicles of Riddick.
That's a great movie, Chocolat.
Now, do you know that I think because she was in Chronicles of Riddick, what's his face? What's his butt that's in that movie? Family.
Vin Diesel.
Vin Diesel. He actually got her into D&D when they were like worked together on that movie.
I love everything that's happening right now. First of all, I completely forgot she was involved with the fucking Riddick Chronicles. And now she's in a dungeon playing D&D.
Yeah.
I love
Dame
everything.
Judi Dench is the best.
Throwing her leg up.
Notes on a Scandal, Best Exotic Marigold Hotel, which I love that movie. I think it's so cute.
Don't know that one.
It's a bunch of old people that go to a hotel in India, and it's fantastic.
Cool.
Murder on the Orient Express. Most recently, something called Off the Rails. Now, she's got a very interesting history with cats because she was actually slated to be Grisabella in the.
Is Grisabella the sad one?
Yeah, the one with the snot.
Yes.
She was actually slated to be that, and then she was also going to be another like bit role. She ended up having an Achilles injury, had to drop out, and then it ended up going to Ellen Page, who is renowned for the role.
Wow.
So I thought that was super interesting. That then later
you
on
said
she
Ellen Page, and I immediately thought Elliot.
Nope.
Different.
Yep, different one. Yep.
That's weird.
No. Sir Ian McKellen played Gus the theater cat.
He did. He played it.
He did something. Got his start in 1963 in The Indian Tales of Rudyard Kipling. Played Richard III. David Copperfield, which I read David Copperfield when I was in like the 5th grade, thinking it was about the fucking magician.
Yeah, is it not?
No.
What is it?
I'll talk about it later.
Okay.
It's like
I don't know.
Yeah, it's not. And the whole time I'm reading this, like the book's super thick. It's this long story, like whatever. I'm like, where's the magic?
Where are the cards?
Is there going to be a bird at some point? Obviously, Gods and Monsters, which is a great movie if you've never seen it. X-Men, he was Magneto. Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit. He was Gandalf, which I had named my car after him.
Oh,
Gandalf
I
the
love
Grey.
that.
The Da Vinci Code, The Golden Compass. He was the voice of the Big
The
Bear,
bear.
which
Mhm.
I loved that movie so much, and I love the series Dark
Series is
Materials,
great.
which Tom Hooper that directed this directed 2 episodes of that.
Get the fuck out
Yeah.
so he can do stuff.
Oh, wait till wait
makes
till I
me-
tell you what he has done. You're gonna
that
lose your fucking
makes
mind.
me
Gonna lose your mind. Beauty and the Beast. The series Vicious, which is was I think a BBC show. It had the tall witch lady from Harry Potter, the one that ran Beauxbatons, and then Ramsay Bolton, and it's him and like his partner, and they've been in the same flat for 50 years, and all they do is talk shit. It was only like 14 episodes. It was
sounds
fantastic. Yeah, it was
interesting.
really like my dad and I
Kinda
used to.
up my alley.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
very
yeah.
very fun. And then we had Jennifer Hudson as Grisabella. I mean, rose to fame on
Now
American
that
Idol.
I'm gonna give a full positive
Yeah.
for the work that she did in this movie. I really wish somebody would have given her a Kleenex.
I wonder if, like we talked about this, if she had so much snot in this movie and she was like, guys, look what I can do. Boom.
I've got a hidden talent.
Yeah. Or they were like, we're gonna give you these trails
And now
of
it's
mucus.
not so hidden.
I was like, somebody give that bitch a
It
Kleenex.
was distracting to what she was doing.
Yeah,
and
because she
that
was
was a
doing a good
disservice
job.
on her.
Yeah, I
This
agree.
was not her fault. But definitely I will put that in the highlight column, and that's about it.
Yeah. So she got her start in the movie Dreamgirls, which she stole the show there. I think she actually
started
won.
in American Idol.
No, but that was her first movie. Was Dreamgirls.
I see.
And I think she actually won a Oscar for that. I believe.
I want to see that. I remember thinking when it came out that looks really good, but I never got around to it.
It was a good movie. Sex and the City, The Secret Life of Bees, Empire, Sing, and she's coming up. She's going to be playing the Queen, Aretha Franklin, in Respect, which I think is going to be. I think we talked about that the other day.
I
Actually.
can't wait.
Yeah, that's going to be an excellent movie. We also had, and I'm not going to really talk about him, Rebel Wilson, James Corden, Jason Derulo, Taylor Swift, and then this guy named Laurie Davidson. He was the one that played Mr. Mistopheles, and he was probably the other most like.
He did a really good job.
Yeah. I saw a picture of him. I guess he played William Shakespeare in a movie or a show called Will. And the picture of him playing the role, he's so smoldery. I was
Is
like,
he handsome?
He is. And like dark curly hair, blue eyes. I'm a sucker for a guy with dark hair and light eyes. But yeah, that is the cast talk. There was just too many things. Oh my God,
Jellicle.
Christ. I can't with you right now. Okay, guys, you don't understand. She was going to come in my house today singing Jellicle, but I greeted her at the door singing Talking Heads.
To me instead.
I was singing Talking Heads when she came in the door. And then we were out on the patio chilling and just Jellicle.
Everywhere you go.
Jellicle. Well, why don't you start us off talking about this?
Well, let's get into
movie.
this hot pile of
garbage.
Nice, classing it up.
You know how I do.
So the movie starts, and we see the white cat is in a sack and is being abandoned, thrown out by her shitty lady owner.
Very sad.
That's all we can see is that. It's a lady because of the garb. We can't see faces or anything.
Adopt, don't shop, kids.
Yeah, what the fuck? That's so uncool.
Yeah.
And then I wrote The Nightmare Begins. So she gets out of the sack immediately. The alley cats, I guess, the cats that hang out in this area.
The Jellicle cats. Uh-huh.
Well, let's start right away then. What the fuck is a Jellicle cat? And it seems like they're all Jellicle.
Did I say Ellen Page earlier? I meant Elaine Page. I'm an idiot. And I know exactly who the fuck Elaine Page is because like I worshipped her when I was like 10. I'm the fucking worst. Okay.
I was like, Juno?
So, Jellicle. What does Jellicle mean, you ask?
I do.
Jellicle is a regular house cat, but magical. They're truly just cats who sing.
I fucking quit. I hate this movie. It's over.
I've been waiting to tell you that all day just so you could get super annoyed.
Oh, Christ. Well, with that does clarify some things. But I don't like it.
Yeah,
I may even despise it.
that's very, very fair.
More.
Now I hate it even more.
Ooh, so she meets all these cats and there's a lot of singing and dancing. Now, this musical, when they say musical, they mean it.
Like, there's no
Is this how
talking.
the play is?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe they were holding true to form there. But now, one of the things you hated about White Cat were her facial expressions. And how many did she have?
1. Well, no, you know what? I'm gonna say she had 2.
I went with 2.
I'm gonna say she had 2.
Uh-huh.
And
Which was awe.
abject wonder and awe and horniness. Because every fucking male cat that came around, she was like, okay.
Yeah, she wanted more information.
She was not fixed. She was not spayed yet. Spay and neuter your animals,
fun
kids.
facts, I found out that spayed and neuter cats usually live 30 to 50% longer lives.
Oh, hey. You're
something?
welcome, boys.
I wrote, we meet like 20 cats who each have a ridiculous intro song, and they all start chanting Jellicle for like 40 minutes.
The opening sequence, the opening song, it is far too long. It's super annoying. And one of the things I don't like about musicals is I often can't understand what the fuck they're saying.
And we were at a disadvantage where we couldn't put on the subtitles because we told you guys last time we weren't spending money on this. In fact, a good friend of mine downloaded this for us illegally.
Thanks, Jay.
And it had Chinese subtitles, so we were extra fucked.
Yeah.
Now, he did say right away he wanted you good people to know that he was very sorry he could not find the butthole cut. He searched high and low.
You know why I found out he probably couldn't find it?
Why is that?
Because the movie was released for a week. That was the butthole cut. And then audiences
We're
and
like,
critics were like, the
"This?"
fuck?
Well, and he
And
asked
they
me.
went back in and re-edited it and then re-released it.
He asked me, "Do you think the buttholes would have helped?" So I posed this question to you because I had an answer right away. What do you think?
I don't think anything would help this movie.
I said it would have made it worse. That was the
Yeah.
one decision that actually made sense in this whole thing.
Yeah.
We quickly meet McCavity. He's like, I kind of liked his outfit. I was real
Fun.
bummed out when he took it off at the end because
Oh my
that
god! Because
was
the CGI that they did to him,
uncomfortable.
it was it was not
Let's
good.
talk right away about how shitty all of the CGI is.
Well, they didn't need to do the CGI cats the way they did. It has always been makeup. It has always been props that they have done before. And I understand the world that we live in. You don't need it every fucking time.
No,
It's
in my deep dive, Snowy, I looked at what the cats looked like in the play.
yeah,
And that was by far a better.
a superior option.
Absolutely.
100%.
Why they made such terrible decisions. Like, so the women had breasts.
Sometimes. Like there was a time like when Tay Tay was coming down, she had like big old like boobs, and then she like stood
And
up
then
and
they
it
were
was like,
not big anymore.
it's like, why'd you do that to her?
I had a real problem with the human hands.
You had a super big problem with the hands. Like you're like the human hands.
Real big
Opposable
Snowy.
thumbs. Ah!
But they weren't using them for things.
No.
It's like if you're gonna go to the extent that you did with all these
Having
other
big paws.
with all these other weird fucking CGI choices, surely you could have given them paws.
Yeah.
Surely.
Don't call me Shirley.
Now that's a gem. So it seems like he's bad right away. I don't know what's going on. I can't understand their songs. The dialogue that we did get was abysmal. Like, I don't like a lot of musicals. I haven't seen a lot, so I don't know if this is just the way it is. That when they do speak normally, it sucks. But he had a bad air to him, and then right away he magics himself into a cloud. So when you said that, when you define Jellicle as magic being a part of that, That makes sense. It didn't in the movie.
No.
They
I don't
didn't,
like, don't make me research shit to make a movie make sense to me.
they didn't
Like,
bother to explain anything to us.
no, not
I
at
mean,
all.
I sometimes appreciate a movie just throwing you into their world and like you'll get it, you'll get the
Mhm.
rules. But they threw us in with no rules. What's another thing that super sucked? The fucking scale, the scaling
They
that they
could
did in
not
this.
keep the scaling. There's a part with like Rebel Wilson and she's doing a song and dance and
Oh
like there's
God,
cockroaches
the
and they're eating the
mice.
cockroaches and like the cockroaches and the mice are kind of the same size and they don't make it doesn't make sense. And then like their scale like in the
Ugh.
rooms, it's like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Bro S would have had a real issue with that cockroach song and dance.
Yeah, she would have
I
lost
didn't
her
care for
mind.
it.
It was terrible.
Ugh,
There
terrible.
there was no dancing, singing cockroaches in the play. I just want to put
No
that out there. No, no.
more decisions that they did not pull off
No.
well. So I still don't know what McCavity wants. I just know that he's kind of menacing and he left. And so
Everybody's scared of him. It
oh yeah,
seems.
yeah. There seemed to be like in like the magical cat was like the magician cat was like, come, don't
Mistopheles.
stay away from.
Mhm.
So it turns out that White Cat's been abandoned on the eve of the Jellicle Ball.
Mhm.
Apparently, every year one cat gets chosen to go. It's
To
not clear
no, to go and
another cool life or
yeah, it's pretty much like to live like kind of like live their best life in the clouds. Now, what that best life is like kind of up to interpretation. But yeah,
again,
and
they
it's
did
chosen by all
not
Deuteronomy.
give much information.
Mhm.
It seems like it's a good thing if you're
Yeah,
chosen.
like
People,
everybody's super into
cats
it.
want to be chosen.
It's like I'm ready to die. I'm gonna do a song and dance about it.
And we start meeting the eligible jellicles. Eligible jellicles. And we start with Rebel Wilson.
Mm-hmm.
We already talked about that uncomfortable fucking scene with the mice and the roaches. She seemed to be having fun though, as the actress.
She
She
did, but
seemed
remember when
kind of
she
stoked.
unzipped her?
Oh God, I
She
forgot
unzipped her cat
her
skin
skin. Her skin
to have something underneath,
to
but then there
have
was
more
other
cat skin underneath
and like a
in a
little
tutu,
a
a purple
tutu
tutu.
and like a vest thing.
That skill comes back later, but it is gross and we didn't
Yeah,
like it.
we did not enjoy it at all.
Then we meet the Rum Tum Tuggers.
Sure.
And he's just kind of like a party cat. He's like, I live in this milk bar and I
Oh,
like to
James
dance.
Corden.
No. The
Oh,
one that was furious that they cropped out his giant penis from the movie. There's a whole thing
oh,
about this guy. He was livid that
it's
they
like
took his junk out because it was
I
too big.
have been blessed, and I want the world to know.
I just found it so funny that of the whole, I mean, I would have been like, just crop me out completely.
You're not going to show my dick.
But
Just remove me from the film.
he was just, he could not believe they took his dick out. I will be Jellicle if you be taking my dick.
Oh my god.
And then shortly after, they have a song and dance about who he is in the milk bar. We meet Jennifer Hudson for the first time, Sad Cat.
Mm-hmm. She's hiding out, and they're like, "Bah, fuck you."
She seems a little beat up, a little roughed up, just real like shy and like not
Real snotty.
immediately.
Just
We meet her with snot.
Yeah.
It's such a disservice. And then we meet the James Gordon fat.
James Gordon fat. End sentence.
Damn it. Cat. He was a little fat.
He's a little tuxedo kitten who liked
That
to
was
eat.
cute.
And so what we did mention is like McCavity ends up coming and like whisking Rebel Wilson away like into thin air.
Oh, that's right.
And then
You're
because
right.
she's up for it and James Corden's character is up for it. And then McCavity kind of gets him to like taunts him with food, which is he's a big fan of.
I put this fatty's completely obsessed with food. I totes get it. So now it's becoming clear that McCavity's taking the eligible jellicles away. And he's taking them to a dumb ass dock somewhere where this really mean, scary looking,
With
fucked
like
up
one
cat,
cat with one ear.
yeah, is like guarding them or whatever. And then the white cat gets wrapped up in some shenanigans with the twin cats.
The cat burglars.
Yeah, they're like, come with us. She does because she's an idiot. She's like down for
She's like,
whatever.
yes. It's
Yes.
exciting. It's the worst.
So they dance around, and then I think a dog's gonna get her. And just before that happens, the sweet little magician,
Mistopheles.
he comes to the rescue. We talked about McCavity kidnapping the other cats, and what we don't know is why. Like, there's not a lot of explanations as to his plan.
We do know at this point everybody that he has kidnapped is up for the heaven trip.
And that's the next thing I wrote down is, yeah, we don't know why he's taking them away. I don't know why they're special, why they're Jellicle. But you explain that that's just magic cat. I put down, they all seem either ordinary or just like a regular asshole cat.
Yeah.
Like nothing special to it.
Asshole cats.
And then we meet old Deuteronomy, Mufasa. I thought her costume was really cool. It seemed way more practical. Like, it seemed like actual fur, like,
Yeah, kind of like
whatever.
she kind of looked like a Maine Coon,
Yes!
like my Elliot.
But not CGI-ish.
Yeah, like hers
Hers
definitely.
were practical, it seemed like.
And then with her, right after that, we meet Sir Ian McKellam's character.
That's right. His name was Gus.
Gus the theater cat. Do you know what the hell he said in a interview about that?
No.
When he was training for it, he said he spent time finding his inner pussy.
Whoa! Go get it, Sir Ian. It's just funny that the other cats are like McCavity and fucking Mr. Offices or whatever. This guy's Gus.
And he's real pathetic. He was almost as pathetic as Grisabella, honestly.
Yeah, he was real sad. He needs to be Jellicle next year.
Yeah, for real. Give this man a chance. We do a twofer.
Apparently there's no rules. Who made her the lady that gets to choose the cats? Just because she's old and regal looking?
I feel like she's more of a, like, maybe like super magical. I don't know why she couldn't magic the fuck herself back when McCavity took her, but whatever.
Yeah, she was gonna get fucked. She was gonna have to walk the plank, and then the way that they saved the day was Mr. Opheles sang a sad song, and then
Mistopheles.
That's
like my favorite song in the whole fucking thing.
Here goes another super long, boring song
about his song.
Yeah, magic.
Oh my god, it's such a fun song.
I did like that their little ears went through their hats sometimes. That was a fun touch. So yeah, I guess, did he kidnap Deuteronomy yet or not yet? McCavity.
So they all meet in this like big theater, and everybody's
because this is when we meet Taylor Swift.
Yeah, so we see Tay Tay, and then he gets and they like fuck everybody up with catnip.
Yeah, she sings and dances about I don't know what,
but
she seemed really cool, and then just everybody got dosed on catnip, and they were fucked up, and it was great. I loved it.
She's like, give me some of that.
Another thing I hated about these fucking cats were their twitches, their ear twitches.
I mean,
and
cats' ears twitch,
but not like that. They over twitched.
That's fair.
So yeah, I think you're right. Once everyone's fucked up on the nip, then that's when McCavity takes
old Deuteronomy, Mufasa.
Mm-hmm. And I wrote down the kidnapped cats that were hanging on the dock. They escaped because reasons. And then I remembered Rebel Wilson takes off her skin again. And then she's able to free herself from the chains.
Yeah.
And helps free the other cats.
Chain.
Jellicle.
Oh hey, do you want to know how many times they said Jellicle in this movie?
Yes!
128.
Wow, I could beat it. Hang in there, guys.
You may have already beat
halfway
it.
through. So the white cat has befriended Jennifer Hudson's character. Sad
Pseudo.
cat.
Yeah.
And then she talks her into singing to Mufasa
Mhm.
and the rest of the cats.
So at this point, Mistopheles has magicked her back somehow because they talk him up. They're like, "You're magic. You can do the same
it."
thing McCavity can do." And he's
then
like, "No, I
20
can't."
minutes later, he sang
No,
a sad song.
it's not a sad song at all. It's a very fun song. Okay, I had this Andrew Lloyd Webber CD when I was young, and it was like just the biggest songs from his plays. And Magical Mr. Mistopheles is on there. So was Memory. I had Phantom of the Opera. You should have heard Little Noel Go.
Oh, I can see her in my mind's eye.
I mean, just super excited. So that's the reason I love that song so much, because it takes me back.
You were enjoying it when we were watching it.
I
caught a couple of glimpses, and boy, oh boy.
I had moves. I was
choreographed
jazz hands.
dances.
Like, I did, yeah.
I was inches from taking my own life, but Snowy dug that song.
Yeah, it's a good one. It's sweet. So, and then the very end, old Deuteronomy is back and finishes the song for them, and they're all like, "Oh shit!"
And fucking, what a beautiful rendition of that song. Memory, right?
No, we're not talking about
No?
Memory. No,
We're done
no,
with Memory?
No, we haven't talked about
We
that
haven't
yet.
gotten there yet.
We're about to get there.
Oh,
So
right.
that's when Victoria goes out and she's like, "You know what? I have an idea." She gets Grisabella, who's still
Who's
snotting.
Victoria?
The white cat.
Oh,
It's on a crutch.
It was Victoria.
Did we watch the same movie?
I'm sorry. I'm with you now.
Okay, all right. So she goes out and gets like snotty pants and is like, "Come on back inside with me." And
Sing to Mufasa.
Uh-huh.
And then she memories.
And she did a beautiful job. What's super cool about that is they did not do a playback track. All those songs were sung live and recorded.
Wow.
So that's something that like they really don't really do in movies.
Sure. That seems rare.
But I thought that was super awesome. Yeah. And apparently she brought multiple cast and crew to tears when she sang that.
Oh,
which I get it.
Absolutely.
It's one of the saddest, most beautiful songs. Yeah.
The one positive in this debacle of a film.
Yeah. Our little American Idol, Jennifer Hudson.
That's right. So I put, she's so awesome that Mufasa picks her to be the Jellicle cat of the year. So she hops on into a little hot air balloon and boop, 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 boop.
Into the sky.
Into a Mufasa cloud.
But what happens, McCavity tries to thwart her attempt one last time.
That's right. He jumps on the balloon, right?
Mhm.
On the cord. And she's like, "Fuck you," right? Cuts it.
I think he just slides down.
Oh,
and then he tries to magic himself.
Rewrite it. And she's like, "Fuck you," cuts the rope. And she's like,
and he's like, "No."
Tom Cruises his way backwards.
And then he lands on a
crate.
No, I don't. It's not the crate challenge.
That's so good. 5 years from now, we're not going to remember what the crate challenge was.
What's the crate challenge?
Don't do that, kids.
And then,
bad idea.
Please don't. Real Fun Times does not advocate for the crate challenge or any online challenges. And he all of a sudden his powers are gone. He doesn't have powers anymore.
That's right.
He tries
can't
to
boom boom.
Yeah. And then he's like,
just a regular old cat now.
Just a big old stupid looking cat.
Way dumb looking.
His head looks so small.
Yeah, his body was so big.
Yeah.
He looked way cooler with his menacing coat and hat.
His fedora.
Mm-hmm. I like a fedora.
I know you do.
So then we end up at a town square somewhere. And there's four giant ass lions, statues of lions, and they're like on one and singing, and everyone's happy about stuff. Like, yay, she got Jellicle, but we don't know what the fuck happened to her.
Right. And you can still kind of see her floating off at that point. Like she's still hasn't made it to the Mufasa cloud. And it's the first time that they break the fourth wall and
talk to us.
And Mufasa talks to Yeah.
By
And
then, I was
what she said
so
was weird
checked
though.
out, Snowy. I was just like, we're almost at the end. I could not tell you what she said if my life depended on it.
Hilarious. I just know there was at one point where she kinda, like, licked her lips and was like and we were both like, "Ew,
No.
no," like, we don't like
That is
that.
not Jellicle.
Mm-mm. So ungelical. Oof.
I was thinking Jellicle like angel, but
That
the spelling of Jellicle is like jelly.
yeah.
And that infuriated me so much.
Apparently, T.S. Eliot so the whole reason these stupid ass names, Jellicle came from, I guess his niece or something couldn't say little ones, and she or something like little something, and so she said Jellicle, and he was like, "That's what it is, Jellicle." And then he named them because he thought his niece could wrap her mind around the names of the cats.
Whoa. This thing's fucking over. We're done.
And scene.
Thank God. There's really only one thing we can do. Real talk. Ooh, I like that one. This one had like a dance to it.
I was spinning while she was saying real. I was like,
I was real jellicle, you guys. uh, this movie. I hated it so much, Snowy, so deeply.
yeah, there was, I mean, even with the talent that was in this movie,
Immense talent.
with the we didn't talk about the director, other things that he's directed. And I just want
Oh
to,
yes,
I really want
yes.
to piss you
I
off.
would like to know.
The John Adams HBO series, The King's Speech,
What?
Les Miserables, The Danish Girl, and then, like I said earlier, the several episodes of his Dark Materials.
Unbelievable. That's a good fucking resume.
And then he did this.
What do you think happened here? They got a shitload of money, but misspent it.
So their budget was $95 million.
Okay, that's less than what I would have thought.
It made $27.2 million in the U.S. and Canada.
Oh, that's a kick in the nuggets.
Worldwide, including U.S. and Canada, it ended up making $74.6 million.
That's way more than I would have thought. Way
same.
more. I'm shocked people went to see it at all.
I think because of the names it had and the adoration of
the play.
This musical. I mean, it's just such a classic. So
Now, did you ever watch the musical like in Broadway or?
Unfortunately, no. But I've seen like local renditions of it, and I've seen the actual when they filmed the Broadway play. I have seen that.
Oh, okay. So they do have that available.
1998 was when the one.
And how would that measure up to this for you?
I mean, 1,000 times better.
Really?
Yeah. Now,
was there a story? Was it confusing?
It wasn't as.
Did you understand the words?
Not particularly, as far as understanding a lot of the words. But I feel like there was better explanation because again, like the whole time the cast is talking to you, the audience, so they're letting you know what's happening, as opposed to you being like, I don't know, maybe could it be? I don't know. I mean, do I think you would enjoy it? Absolutely not.
Doesn't seem like
it's
something
like
up my alley.
and I've said it before. I'm not necessarily a musical fan.
How long is the musical?
Couple hours.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, it's not.
I think I've only seen one show in Broadway, and it was Forever Tango.
What was that?
It was just a bunch of tango dancing. It was really hot and smoky.
Oh.
I went with a buddy and her family. We were just graduating from high school. They're like, we'll take you to New York, to the city. And they took us to a Brazilian steakhouse.
Oh, yeah. All the meat.
Yeah, and the delicious boys.
Talk about
I
meat.
was like, yes, sir. I'll take a slice of that.
That's hilarious.
And then we went to that Forever Tango thing. Now that's way up my alley.
Right.
I loved that.
I'm sure that would be cool.
It was amazing.
Now, I've seen all kinds of like shows locally that they've done because we've actually got a really good 2 really good theaters here that like all kinds of national productions come through.
I
Yeah.
had no
Oh my God, yeah.
You gotta tell me next time something good comes by.
The last one I saw was Rent.
Oh yeah, I hear good
I
stuff
really want to
about
see
that.
whenever Book of Mormon comes through. Like
Oh,
we've got to
definitely.
go. I don't care. We'll pony up the money. I don't give a shit. Like we've got to go. Yeah, eventually, whenever I don't know if shit ever calms down, I really want to do season tickets to the one in Durham.
Absolutely, it's an awesome idea. So, probably should just rate this guy, right? I don't have much more to say. Do you have anything else you want to?
Not particularly. Oh, this did win Worst Picture of the Year 2019 for the
Any
Razzies.
Razzies? Nice. That's all. Just Best Picture.
I guess it was up against some
real
some other,
doozies.
yeah. Oh, we're
This
talking
would have
about
won all the categories, as far as I'm concerned.
and honestly, it may have. It just kept coming up.
Yeah.
Razzie Worst Picture of the Year, and I was like, well, that's what matters. Oh shit! One other thing. Fucking Andrew Lloyd Webber saw Thundercats when it came out in the 80s, and he was like, thought about doing a sequel to Cats. It was Cats and Thundercats because he loved it so much.
Cats and Thundercats, the movie.
Or the music. Can you imagine? I would
need
sign
more
up for that.
information. I kind of need more information.
Yeah.
Thunder, thunder, Jellicle.
Jellicle thunder. Oh my God.
Thunder, Jellicle.
If you haven't turned this episode off, guys, we really appreciate you.
You're the real MVP.
Yeah, for reals.
All right. You want to go first here?
0. Fucking 0. Deplorable. Don't waste your time. We fell on the sword for you. Don't do it.
We even considered making a new ranking because this was so bad, which we landed on Satan's asshole.
Yeah, Satan's gaping asshole. Yes.
Satan's. Let me...
Gaping. Uh-huh. It's A-S-S.
I'll just draw it.
Oh. This one's got thorns in it. It's spicy.
That's because this movie happened.
Call Satan's asshole to grow thorns. Get in here, buddy.
So that's a big old stinking 0 for Real Fun Times.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to leave this behind.
Yep.
And go on to...
Sombrero Picks!
All right, my friend, I believe it is your turn.
All right, what do we have?
Drum roll.
This is real tight.
Just like Satan's asshole.
Bubba Hotep.
No idea.
Yes, you do. We've watched the trailer multiple times. It's fucking what's his butt from Bruce Campbell, and he's the Elvis, and then he's fighting.
Oh yeah,
looks really fun.
Okay,
yeah,
that's gonna be
super
fun.
exciting. I'm putting in a movie called Rawhead Rex.
Okay, like a T-Rex.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
So that's what's going back in.
Amazing. So Bubba Tep?
Bubba Hotep.
Bob, I'm looking forward to the next week for that excellent pick. In the meantime, we'd love to hear from you guys.
Yes, please.
Check us out on the social medias. We've got the Facebook,
The Instagram, Real Fun Times.
the website.
RealFunTimesPod.com.
You can listen to anywhere you listen to stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Check us out, rate, review,
Email us, realfuntimespodcast@gmail.com.
like, and as always, you got to tell somebody.
You know how I'm going to tell this week?
Oh,
A cat lover.
well played. How very Jellicle of you.
God.
Right around the corner.
Spooktastic Halloween Adventure.
Spooky.
I forgot about that.
All right, guys. See you next week.
Bye. Jellicle, 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 Jellicle.
Thank you for listening to Real Fun Times, your favorite movie podcast.
Follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Real Fun Times. ReelFunTimes. Real Fun Times is produced by Drea Age, Rose Age, and Noelle Phelps. The thoughts and opinions expressed herein are solely those of the individual hosts. Nobody else's. No one's.
Real Fun Times is not affiliated with or connected to any of the motion pictures, music, or other clips played within this podcast. All movie clips and music included in this podcast are the intellectual property of the respective copyright holders. They're included here for review purposes, and absolutely no infringement is intended.
And lastly, a tip of the hat and a sincere thank you to our friend, Autopsy Summer Camp, for our rad outro music. To hear more of his offerings and collaborations, check him out on Instagram at Autopsy Summer Camp. Maybe some golds.
Oh, a little gold. Well, what was I thinking?
Little orange.
I'm an idiot. My house is just brown all the time.
So yeah, I'm amped to decorate and start burning fall candles. Actually, when you came in today, that was like one of the first things I said. I was like, I'm trying to finish up all my summer candles today.
Right. I'm really looking forward to winter, that hand soap. Buddy, come on.
You're killing me, Smalls. Go lay down. Not like that ever works with her. Okay, Mom.
Oh, fuck. What's it say?
I can't read from here. That's adorable. That hand soap that I have that you like.
Love it. I can't remember the name. Something about trees, maybe? Or the woods.
Mahogany teak wood, or
I don't know, but I love it.
Yeah. I've got them somewhere. Thanks, Bath and Body Works. Sponsor us.
That'd be sweet.
Oh my God. That'd be incredible.
My mom would be super into the podcast then.
Oh no, we'd have to really limit ourselves what we could say.
Big time. We'll have a whole separate podcast for her.
That was it. Mm-hmm.
Okay, turn it off. I love you.
I think my mom has gotten to the point she almost like stopped listening just because
Sure.
I think movie 43 kind of did it for her.
Oh, it broke so many.
It broke
so
a lot of
many
people.
Of our followers.
And Cindy was like, well, like listening to you say some of that was kind of
Still
tough.
love you,
so
but,
yeah.
yeah.
And that's
Can't
fine.
blame her.
That's fine. I don't begrudge her for that. So